Welcome to the Deep Dive. My name is Sarah. Michael has asked me to join him again this week to share many of the good things Sarasota and Manatee counties have to offer this coming week, May 4th to the 10th.
Yeah, it's packed. We've gone through it, pulled out what we think are the most interesting bits, the highlights.
Think of this as your shortcut, your curated guide to making the most of the week ahead. You've got a bit of everything.
Definitely cultural celebrations, some family fun, important community news.
Yeah.
Even a nod to local history.
Right. So there's like a big Cinco de Mayo party we need to talk about, a Comic-Con with.
Yeah.
Get this, the original Batmobile.
Wow, okay.
And something for the little ones too. So let's just dive in. Monday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Looks like two main spots are really going for it.
First up, Circo over on 2nd Street in Sarasota. They're calling it a fun-filled party.
Fun-filled sounds promising.
It runs pretty much all day, 11 o'clock a.m. to 11:30 p.m. That's a long party. They're promising live music, dancing, free swag, food, drinks. It sounds like a pretty high energy vibe if that's what you're after.
Okay, good option. And the other one, Rocko's Tacos, right?
At UTC Sarasota?
Yeah, Rocko's Tacos. They also start at 11 a.m., going all day. The newsletter describes it as an all-day fiesta.
A fiesta, okay.
And it sounds like they're leaning into the authentic side of things, live music again, but also outdoor bars.
Nice.
And a real focus on the food and drinks, handcrafted margaritas, tequila flights.
Oh, you had me at margaritas.
Right? Guacamole, street corn. It sounds like the whole experience. They're really trying to capture that Mexican culture vibe.
Definitely sounds like two solid choices for Monday. Okay, so switching gears completely. Wednesday, May 7th. Something for the kids.
Yep. The UTC Kids Club, it's happening at the Green at UTC, starts at 9:30 in the morning.
Okay, early start. What's involved?
It's a free hour-long dance session led by Miss Jody. I think she's from Miss Jody's School of Dance.
And it's all about creative movement, games, prompts. Even some storytelling mixed in. Sounds really engaging for little ones.
And it's free, you said.
Free and no registration needed. So super easy for parents or caregivers to just show up.
That's great. A really nice, easy midweek activity. Okay, then Thursday, May 8th. This one sounds important. Hurricane Preparedness Workshop.
Extremely important, especially here. It's at Riverview High School in Sarasota County. Free workshop. What are they covering? The essentials, really. Evacuation zones, knowing yours is key, safety tips, how to get emergency updates, all that crucial stuff for hurricane season.
Which is not that far away, really.
Exactly. They do encourage registration, but it's not actually required. They want everyone to have access to this info.
Good. That's really vital community information. Okay, now moving to the weekend. Saturday, May 10th. Wow.
It looks absolutely packed.
It really is. Like something for everyone happening on Saturday. Where do we even start? Okay, Nathan Benderson Park. The Sarasota International Dragon Boat Festival.
Dragon boats, I love watching those. Yeah, and it's not just like one quick race. They've got different distances, 200 meters up to 2K, so all skill levels can get involved.
Is it just racing, or is there more going on?
No, there's more. The newsletter mentions a health and wellness village, family activities. Sounds like a proper festival atmosphere by the water.
Nice. A good day out. Okay, what else is happening Saturday? Something totally different.
Totally different. Robarts Arena, Siesta Con. It's their second annual comic convention.
Siesta Con. Okay, I heard about this. What's the big draw?
Well, they've got comic artists, voice actors, game artists, the usual cool convention stuff. Got it. But the big one, the original Batmobile.
No way. The Adam West one.
The actual one from the 60s TV show. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's bigness.
Big nostalgia factor there.
Huge. That alone is worth checking out for a lot of people, I bet.
Definitely. It's interesting how you have dragon boats at one end of town and the Batmobile at the other. Really diverse offering.
It really shows the range of interests here. Okay, keeping with Saturday, there's also golf.
The AMI Chamber, Anna Maria Island Chamber of Commerce, they're holding their 26th annual golf tournament.
26th? Wow.
Yeah. Long-running event. It's at IMG Academy Golf Club. It's a standard tournament format. Shotgun start, contests, raffles, right? And an awards lunch.
The works.
It's a fundraiser too, supporting local programs and businesses. Good networking opportunity, I imagine.
Okay. And if maybe golf or comics aren't your thing, is there something a bit more elegant, especially with Mother's Day coming up?
Good timing. Yes, there's a Mother's Day brunch at the historic Edson Keith Mansion.
Oh, at Philippi Estate Park. That's a beautiful spot.
Exactly. The description sounds lovely. Delicious food and drinks in a charming scenic setting. It runs 10 o'clock a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m.
Perfect timing for brunch.
So an important note, reservations are required for this one, so you definitely need to plan ahead if you want to do that.
Good tip. Okay, still on Saturday. Music.
Yes. Over at Selby Gardens, they're hosting a Gospel Jubilee showcase in the afternoon, 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock p.m. It features Chantel Norman and some other local gospel artists. Sounds like a really uplifting afternoon.
Is it a separate ticket?
Nope, it's included with your regular Selby Gardens admission or membership, which is great.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, they just suggest bringing your own chair. Food and drinks will be available to buy there too. Sounds very relaxed.
Lovely afternoon option. Okay, one more for Saturday. It feels like we've covered a lot.
Just one more big one kicking off, the 95th annual Sarasota Tarpon tournament. Starts on Saturday, May 10th.
95th? That's incredible.
It really is. It's actually the world's oldest tarpon tournament, and it runs for quite a while through June 15th.
So it's not just a one-day thing.
Not at all. And it's open to all skill levels, which is cool. Plus, the proceeds go to local charities.
That's fantastic. A real Sarasota institution.
Definitely. They even have a kickoff event earlier in the week, May 6th, and an awards banquet later in July. It's a whole season, really.
Wow. Okay, so that's the events. Quite a week, especially that Saturday. But the newsletter also touched on some local news and developments, right?
Yes, a few important updates for residents. First, the Gulf Islands ferry service. There's a change there.
The one between Bradenton and Anna Maria Island.
That's the one. Starting May 1st, they're reducing service to Thursday through Sunday only.
Okay. Why is that?
They're saying it's for optimization based on seasonal demand. Makes sense, I guess, as the peak season winds down a bit.
Good to know if you use the ferry during the week. What else? Something about the seafood shack.
Yeah, in Cortez. Manatee County is moving ahead with demolishing the old restaurant and marina there.
Oh, really? What's the plan?
They're clearing the way to build the future county-owned Cortez Marina. The plan includes a public boat ramp and generally better waterfront access. It'll be a big change for Cortez.
Interesting. Okay, what about Longboat Key? There was a survey.
The Longboat Key citizen survey results are out, and generally residents seem pretty happy. Yeah, like 97.1% rated quality of life as excellent or good. That's really high. Strong approval for emergency services too. But the perennial issue, traffic, is still a major concern for residents there.
Traffic. Always the challenge.
It's the big question, isn't it? How do you tackle that while keeping everything else people love about the key?
True. Okay, moving over to Holmes Beach. Something about rebuilding deadlines.
Yeah, for homeowners who have non-conforming structures, like older buildings that don't meet current codes, if they're damaged, there are rules about rebuilding. Well, they've been given an extension on the deadline to rebuild. Basically, more time to get things sorted and comply with the zoning rules, a bit of breathing room.
That sounds helpful for those affected. And finally, some positive news about housing.
Really positive news, yeah. Heroes Village in Sarasota. It's an affordable housing complex specifically for veterans.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's getting ready to open soon. It offers 10 two-bedroom units for low-income veterans. It's a collaboration between local groups and the Sarasota Housing Authority.
That's fantastic. Great to see that kind of support happen.
Absolutely, a really meaningful project for the community.
So, events, community updates. Does your newsletter give us a weather outlook for the week too? Always useful.
It does. Quick overview, looks mostly partly sunny. Highs generally in the low to mid-80s.
Nice. Typical Florida spring.
Pretty much. Lows in the mid to upper 60s. There is a chance of some scattered thunderstorms or showers, though. Mostly looking at Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Okay, good to keep in mind for outdoor plans those days.
Yeah. Then the weekend, Friday and Saturday, looks mostly sunny again. Maybe a slight rain chance again late Saturday, but overall pretty pleasant early May weather.
Okay, so let's sort of wrap this up. We've covered a lot. It's clear next week, May 4th to 10th, is just brimming with options in Sarasota and Manatee.
Absolutely. From Cinco de Mayo fiestas to dragon boats, the Batmobile community support events, hurricane prep, it's a real mix.
Your newsletter, as always, is a great starting point. And hopefully this deep dive gives you, our listener, a good handle on what's happening and maybe sparks some interest.
Yeah, hopefully you've spotted something that catches your eye for the week ahead. Lots to choose from.
It really makes you think, though, doesn't it? With all these different things happening, these long-running traditions like the Tarpon tournament, alongside brand new developments and community initiative, it makes you wonder how the character of these communities will keep evolving, you know? Balancing those beloved traditions with all the new growth and change.
That's a really interesting thought to end on. How that balance plays out shapes everything, really. Sarah, another great job this week. Our newsletter review just would not be the same without you. Thank you again. And a huge thank you to our listeners. My name is Michael Renick. I am your Florida West Coast real estate specialist. If I can be of any help, my personal cell number is 941 400 8735. Until next time, have a great week, everyone.